Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Watch the river glide, the trees grow, and the seasons turn. None of it is rushed, and yet it all unfolds perfectly. Nature trusts its own rhythm, patient, steady, and sure. There is no panic in blooming or stress in the sunrise. Everything arrives when it's meant to, and that's enough. We, too, are part of this natural pace. So why rush what is already on its way? Let go of urgency and trust your timing. In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. You may start your walk looking for air or quiet, but what you find is often so much more. The rustling leaves speak comfort. The songs of birds soothe hidden anxieties. Nature gives gifts we never knew we needed: calm, reflection, and a sense of belonging. Even if your path is short, it leaves a lasting imprint. You return different, softer, clearer. With every step among trees, the soul breathes deeper. Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. Nature is never in a rush, and yet everything gets done. The mountain was not built overnight. The acorn takes years to become a mighty oak. Every part of nature unfolds in silence, step by step, without resistance. That patience gives birth to the grandest beauty. We often forget that our own growth is also slow, sacred, and silent. When we force things, we break the flow. Be like the forest, calm, trusting, and timeless. Animals are born who they are, accept it, and live with it. That is their peace. A deer never wishes to roar like a lion. A tiger doesn't envy the bird's wings. Animals live in perfect harmony with who they are. No pretending, no performance. That's their secret to inner peace. Unlike us, they don't compare or judge themselves. They simply live, fully and naturally. What if we allowed ourselves that same grace? To accept, to belong, to just be. It's not weakness, it's wisdom. Every flower blooms in its own time. The sunflower rises in summer, the cherry blossom in spring. Both beautiful, both different. No flower looks at another and feels behind. They bloom when conditions are right, not when the world demands it. The same is true for you. Don't rush your journey or measure yourself against others. Growth is happening even when you don't see it. Trust your soil, your sunlight, your season. Your bloom will come, and it will be worth the wait. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Nature holds lessons that books cannot teach. A single leaf shows us patterns of strength and grace. The ant shows determination. The bird, freedom. By watching, not just looking, we begin to remember what matters. In nature, we see the order in the chaos, the purpose in the stillness. Problems seem smaller, and answers rise quietly. When we return to the wild, we return to ourselves. Just living is not enough. One must have sunshine, freedom, and a little flower. Existing is not the same as living. To truly live, we need space to breathe, light to grow, and beauty to remind us why we're here. It's the soft things, sunshine on your face, a breeze on your skin, the joy of watching a dog run, that feed the soul. Nature gives us these freely. We don't need to earn them. Let yourself enjoy what's already yours. You deserve light, love, and a little bloom each day. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. We often fear silence, filling it with noise to avoid discomfort. But silence is where real listening begins. In the hush of the forest, you hear your heartbeat. You notice your breath. You feel the truth rising that busyness hides. Quiet lets us reconnect, not just with nature, but with ourselves. The answers we chase often whisper, never shout. To hear them, we must first become still. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. Rushing leads to mistakes, exhaustion, and disconnection. But when we move slowly, deliberately, and gently, life flows. Just like a deer steps softly in the forest, or a river curves smoothly around rocks. What seems slow is often the most efficient. Speed isn't always success. Smoothness brings clarity, grace, and presence. In the end, that gets us further than any sprint. Let the waters settle and you will see the moon and the stars reflected. When a lake is stirred, it becomes cloudy and chaotic. But give it time, and it becomes clear again. Our minds are the same. In stress, we cannot see clearly. But in stillness, clarity returns. Like moonlight on water, wisdom rises once the storm calms. Don't try to fix everything in chaos. First, be still. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. You carry deep wisdom within you, not just a piece of life, but the energy of life itself. Just as a single wave holds the spirit of the sea, you hold the rhythm of the universe in your being. Your feelings, dreams, and voice matter. You are not small or separate. You are powerful, expansive, and whole, even when the world feels too big. Remember, you're not lost in it, you are part of it. Peace is not found in a place. It's found in the moment. We think peace lives in quiet beaches or mountaintops, but it lives inside us. Right now, in this moment, peace is possible if you let go of resistance. It doesn't require a perfect place or perfect time. It requires presence. Even in traffic, even in sadness, a breath can become a sanctuary. Don't wait for peace, invite it in. The best therapist has fur and 4 legs. There's something magical about the way animals comfort us. No words, no judgments, just pure presence. A dog's soft gaze, a cat's purr, or even the quiet company of a bird can melt away stress. They don't ask you to be better, they simply sit with you as you are. In their simplicity, they teach us the kind of love we all deserve: calm, loyal, and real. The wind speaks, if only we listen. The breeze carries stories older than words. It rustles leaves, brushes against your skin, and whispers secrets to those who slow down enough to hear. The wind teaches us that not all communication is loud, some of it is felt. When you walk through nature, notice the way the world touches you softly. There's wisdom in the air around us. In all things of nature there is something of the marvelous. Even a single blade of grass is a miracle. We often overlook the quiet beauty that surrounds us, the symmetry of a flower, the patterns on a butterfly, the stillness of a pond. Nature doesn't need to be grand to be awe-inspiring. It reminds us that wonder is always available, even in the small things. All we have to do is look closer. Until one has loved an animal, a part of one's soul remains unweakened. Animals awaken parts of us that people sometimes can't reach. They teach us how to trust, how to live in the present, and how to give without expecting. Their loyalty, their instincts, and their silence speak deeply to our spirit. Once you've bonded with an animal, you realize there is a kind of love that is pure, steady, and healing. Sunsets are proof that endings can be beautiful too. Every day ends, but not in darkness, in color. Sunsets remind us that goodbyes can glow, and even farewells hold beauty. The end of something doesn't have to mean sadness. To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. Stillness is not weakness, it's power. A calm mind sees more clearly, loves more deeply, and acts more wisely. When your thoughts are no longer racing, the world opens up. Decisions become easier, fears quiet down, and answers appear without force. In a still mind, even the most complicated life begins to make sense. The earth has music for those who listen. Birdsong at dawn, rain tapping the roof, leaves rustling in a breeze. These are nature's lullabies, gentle rhythms meant to calm the spirit. If you pause and truly listen, you'll hear more than sound, you'll feel connection. The world is always singing, we just need to tune in.